Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today, as you can see, we have in front of us Marvel Crisis Protocol, and this time it's Miles Morales' Spider-Man and Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Gwen. Now, this is a set I've been waiting for a long time. Before we get into that though, I do have to address where half of our videos have gone. I'm an idiot. I accidentally deleted them. I suffer from insomnia, as anyone who knows me knows, and a few of you guys from the channel know. So I couldn't sleep, so I was doing a little bit of clearing up. I just finished the video and I uploaded it to realise that I'd uploaded before the edit. So it was a more raw file. I hadn't done any transitions or anything like that. So I went to delete that file, and on YouTube it's little square boxes, and above, obviously, which was my top upload, is the little select all on a page, and in my half asleep nature I clicked that. It popped up and said, are you sure you want to do this? They can't be recovered. And I was like, yes, it's just one video, get on with it. Yes. And then I noticed all the videos disappearing, so I lost around about 50 videos or whatever a page was, and it's around about 3 months worth of content, of which a lot of it was my Marvel Crisis Protocol. So yeah, we're coming back in on it today, so we're going to have a look at these guys. We'll do as we always do. We'll look at the sprue, we'll look at the cards, we'll look at the character sheets themselves. I'll build off the model and then we'll have a look at them at the end. For this I'm going to be using Revel plastic super glue because I finally managed to find some in stock somewhere. So let's have a quick look. So as you can see there, the contents of this box is one Ghost Spider, and I love that pose. I know I whinge a lot about people bouncing on one leg and how it's going to snap, but I just like the look of that pose. I think it suits the character. And then one Miles Morales Spider-Man. I love Miles Morales. I will just say I love Miles Morales as a character. I hate the fact they call himself Spider-Man, because obviously now he's in the main Marvel universe, especially in the comic books and the computer game as well for PS4. They both call themselves Spider-Man. It irritates me. Miles should have his own name and his own identity because he's his own character and he's fantastic. But that's just my little rant. I love his suit and I love the pose on this model. Again, he's balancing, but he's really, really sturdy by all accounts. So obviously you get the bases, and it says you get 2 bases, but realistically you're going to get 4. You get 2 character stat cards, 3 team tactics cards, 1 crisis card, 1 affiliation, and 15 tokens. I would have liked to have seen an update of the Spider-Man card in here, which has whatever Spider-Man's leadership ability will be. I'm assuming when I look in anyway. Like you guys know, I don't watch any of the Twitch streams and I don't get it ruined for me because I like to see them when I see them. It's also the reason that I don't look at them until we do the unboxing. So if I see something that's cool, it's cool straight away. If I see something that sounds like it sucks, you guys get my genuine reaction. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to bust all this stuff out and get out on the table, and then we'll come back to it. So the instructions are actually barely worth looking at. There's 6 boxes. I had actually heard online that these were some of the easier models to put together, or the quicker models to put together, so that's always a plus. This is the sprue here itself. Because there's so few little bits on it, we'll wait until it's all built and then we'll have a look at it properly. First thing we're going to do though is we're going to look at the Web Warriors card. Now, of course, as you guys know, this is the card for the group or for the faction. Now, you will notice that Miles Morales has a star next to him, meaning that Miles Morales is the leader, which is utter dog crap, but I'm assuming or hoping it's because it relates to his powers in some way. And not at all just a retroactive way to try and fit in the fact that Spider-Man didn't have a command ability on his card. He's definitely not that. But yeah, you can see there's Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Ghost Spider, and Venom. So there's only 4. There's a lot of names missing off there that I really would have liked to have seen. Agent Venom being one of them. Some of the other Spider-Men, Spider-Man Noir, Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider. I would have liked to have seen Kane Scarlet Spider, as it's a really cool interpretation of the character. I would have even liked to have seen Spider-Woman or Peter Parker's daughter from an alternate reality called Spider-Girl, I believe it was, Mayday. But yeah, I'm hoping they'll come out in later edition or, a later box set with an updated card. But yeah, right now it does look sparse, a bit spare, thin on the ground, and that does kind of saddens me a bit, to be honest. There's a load you can do with the Web Warriors. But yeah, it's by the by. This is me bitching for the sake of bitching. You know what I'm like, guys. So yeah, you get another new mission, which is Paul's Overrun City with Spider People. It's a secure mission. It's 18 points, or 18 threat. Yeah, so you interact with portals. You score 1 victory point for each portal that you control during the cleanup phase. So we won't get into it too much. We normally run down the cards completely, but with the mission, I don't feel like it. You guys understand. So here we have Web Barrier. It's Web Barrier. It's for Web Warriors only. It's an active. So 2 Web Warrior characters may spend 1 power each to play this card, or may both spend 1 power. While these characters are within 3 of each other this round, they cannot be pushed, thrown, or placed by enemy effects, and while advancing, enemy characters cannot play as a movement tool that would overlap either allied character or a straight line drawn between them. Yeah, so I can see the point of that, but it doesn't fill me with that much excitement. They web to each other. Then there's All Webbed Up. The artwork, by the way, is gorgeous on that one. Again, it's a Web Warriors one. It's an active. A Web Warrior character may spend 3 to play this card. Each enemy character within 3 of the character that played this card suffer the slow special condition, with an allied Web Warrior's character is attacking, suffering slow special condition. What? Oh, let me try and read that again in English. So each enemy character within 3 of the character that played this card suffers the slow special condition when an allied Web Warrior's character is attacking a character suffering from slow special addition this round. Add 2 dice to the attack roll. So that is cool. That's really, really good. I mean, it costs you a lot of power, but the way we play, we get power really, really quickly. And then, is that all you've got? Or all you've got? It's unaffiliated and it's reactive. When a character with a threat level of 6 or less would gain an activated token at the end of its activation, you may spend 4 to play this card. They do not gain an activated token. Your turn does not end and you must activate that character again. At the end of the character's second activation, they are healthy. They gain the dazed. If they are injured, then they are KO'd. So yeah, that's, again, it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I sound a bit disappointed. I don't know why. Maybe because I was looking forward to this particular team up, and just seeing that the Web Warriors card didn't have any other Web Warriors on, maybe put a bit of a damper on it. I don't know, but we'll get through it. So, tokens. You know, tokens always cheer me up. Look at that card stock. And of course there you get some Spidey ones, you get some web tokens, and then you get these bad boys. So, yeah, as always, it's the tokens, and the tokens are good. They always, you know, put a lot of thought and money into the tokens. Right, so let's have a look at the Spider Leader for the affiliation of Web Warriors. So he's got a movement of he's got a movement of medium, he's got 5 stamina, he's got height 2, he costs 3, and then he's 3/3/3 across the board. He's got a web line kick, which rolls 4 dice and can do a distance of 3. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the amount of damage dealt. He can also throw on a wild, so if the target character is size 3 or less, before damage is dealt, you may throw the target character away small. So that's good. It's throw as well, not push, so if you hit something, you can get all the cool benefits of that. And then the other one you get is Venom Blast. After this attack is resolved, the target character drops all objective tokens they are holding, so that could be a really good one. It's only a distance of 2, but you're rolling 7 dice and it costs you 3. So it's a swings and roundabout situation on there. So let's have a look at this great responsibility, which clearly should not have been on Peter's card, but they didn't think of it until afterwards. So, allied character may re-roll 1 defense dice. Additionally, they may modify and re-roll skull results. Is that skull results? While they are holding or contesting an objective token. So yeah, It's pretty cool. It's one of these times when it's really hard to look through the viewfinder and read the card. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, then you've got Web Swing, which is a cost of 2. The player place this character within 3 of its current position. Next time you make a web line, kick, attack this time, add 2 extra dice. That superpower can only be used once per turn. So that's pretty good. So it moves 3, and then next time you web line kick, you add 2 dice. I'm really struggling with reading today. I may have mentioned in a previous video that I've got my wisdom teeth coming through. Yeah, I know, I'm like old as hell. They shouldn't be coming through now, but they are. And it's really hindering my talking ability. I know why film a video, but I really want to build the models. Full disclosure. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. But yeah. So then he's got his Spidey sense when this character is defending against physical or energy-based attacks. He may make a dodge roll. Oh, sorry, when he makes a dodge roll, he may re-roll 2 of its defensive or dodge dice. They're going pretty good. And then stealth. This characters must be within 3 of this character to target it, and then of course got wall crawler as well. So all in all, this is very, very characterful. Again, that power should be with Petey, because Petey, I mean, even if you watch the new Spider-Man cartoon movie, obviously Peter plays a mentor role for Miles, but I understand why they didn't, because the Web Warriors affiliation wasn't out when the starter set was, so to put his power on there would just confuse people, so they've given it to Miles. Again, I think they should have just give you an extra print of the PT card with the power on, but it's their game, they're doing it how they want. I'm going to shut up and stop whinging about it now. I know, you guys should be thankful. So I'm guessing this is going to be the same as it is on the other side. It's got Webline Kick, Venom Blast, Great Responsibility, Web Swing, Spider Sense and Stealth. 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, and then 3s across the board. Yeah, so that is the same on both sides. No bad thing, I guess, no bad thing. And now here we have it, Ghost Spider. Now, I really like the Ghost Spider story. I like the alternate take on, you know, what if it wasn't Peter who got bitten by a spider? How would that fit? I like the way Peter plays into that. And more than anything, I like the design of the costume. I think it's really, really cool and something a bit different. And yeah, I like the fact that they didn't just call her Spider-Woman. She's her own thing. But yeah, it's not the comics. We're going to have a look at the cards. So anyway, let's go. So let's go Spider, then Gwen Stacy underneath. Stamina 5, movement large, height 2, cost 3, and then 3s across the board for defense. Standard. Then you have Spider Technique. It's got a distance of 2. You roll 4 dice. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. If the character has already attacked the target character during this activation, add 3 dice to its attack roll. So that's pretty brutal. That's really, really good. If the character is advanced or has been placed during its activation, after the attack is resolved, it may advance L. So that's really, really cool. And something a bit different. I like that. And then she's got her impact webbing. Impact webbing. Distance of 4. Alright. Yeah. Roll 4 dice. After this attack is resolved, this character gains 1 power. If it's a wild, you can push a size 2 model a smaller way. So that's pretty cool. And then she has freestyle, beatdown. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Cost 3 to do. It's got a distance of 2 and you roll 6 dice. If the attack deals damage and the target size is 3 or less, after the attack is resolved, the target may be thrown a shorter way. So that's really cool. It's also different as well because it says after the attack is resolved as opposed to a lot of the other throws that say before the attack is resolved. Then webline, push an enemy character within 4 and in line of sight towards his character. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so push it towards his character small. A character can be pushed by this superpower only once per turn. So I think that's the same one that Venom's got, but without having a look at Venom's card, I might be mistaken. So yeah, she has Wall Crawler as well, obviously. Part of the Spider-Man mythos. And then Lifesaver. So yeah, Webline costs 2. I don't know if I said before. So Lifesaver also costs 2. When an enemy character targets another allied character with an attack within this character's line of sight and within 4, you may use this superpower. Push the targeted ally character towards this character small. If at the end of the push the target character is outside of the attack's distance or the attacker's line of sight, the attack ends. If the attacker's activation... if it is the attacker's activation and the attack did not target multiple characters, they may make another action. This superpower can only be used once per turn. So that's pretty cool. Just pulls them out of the way. Then on the back, that's cool artwork. I'm just saying that is really, really good. And then, yeah, on the back, it's exactly the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go build a model, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at them, or models, as the... So I will just say, these were some of the quickest models I have ever put together. It's a tiny bit of flash there on the foot that I need to get off, but you guys know how I do by flash by now. Build up the model so I can show you guys on camera, and then I go in and I'll go in and I'll fill that little gap with a bit of liquid green stuff. Is that something that can be? Yeah, I'll probably liquid green stuff it. It probably doesn't even need it. The detailing on him is splendid. Let's see if I can get a view of that. Look at that. I genuinely do wish the other Spider-Man was in a similar pose, because you guys know I'm not a big fan of that pose on Spider-Man. But yeah, guys, both of them must have taken about 15 minutes to put together. So yeah, first impressions of them. I'm excited to get them on the table. I think Ghost Spider seems a little bit better than Miles. I could be wrong, but then again, a lot of people seem to think Spider-Man's one of the weaker characters on the table, and I've had some decent results with him, so I guess it's just what your preference is, but I am looking forward to using them in general. Money-wise, they're on par with all the rest. These were easier to put together, which is always advantageous. But yeah, you get, cards, you get your faction affiliation. I got another new mission, more new tokens, and then obviously the models themselves. Do I think the game's expensive? Yes and no. Yes, for 2 models it does seem like a lot of money, but it's a much smaller faction count game. I know when you hear, you need 10 models, 10 times £30, a lot of money, as you guys know, it's £300-ish. Because some aren't exactly 30, depending on when you buy them and such. But yeah, my point is, it's all relative in how you buy it. I mean, if you get the starter set, that's a fantastic saving anyway, and then you just add the stuff you want to it, or you can pick them up just as and when. But just because you need a roster of 10 for like proper tournaments and competitive games, as long as you've got enough to field for your missions, I don't think anybody's going to whinge too much if you rock up and you've only got 5 models or 6 models. Or I chose 5 because I was thinking of, the Guardians, how you get Rocket and Groot, and then you get Gamora and Nebula, and then you get Drax and Rowan, and then you've got poor old little Star-Lord on his own, which would have been what gave the odd number, in case you're curious where I was going with that. But yeah, the models are absolutely fantastic. They're some of the best sculpts so far, and you guys know I'm a big fan of the sculpts of this game. Yeah, I'm excited to get them painted. I'm hoping to have Miles done pretty quickly, to be honest. Shouldn't take a lot of work. Spray him grey, because I think I'll work with grey on this one, then highlight the grey up, and then give it a couple of thin washes of contrast black, and then do the red on it. And then for Ghost Spider, I'll just kind of wing it, play it by ear, but I'm excited for it, guys. So I'll do what I normally do. If this is your first time on the channel, please check out some of our other content. Usually I am a lot more enthusiastic than this, but that's because I'm not usually having my own mouth kill me from the inside. Wisdom teeth. Who thought that was a good idea? But yeah, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, leave a comment letting us know what you think of this particular Marvel Crisis Protocol set. Let me know if you're actually into Marvel Crisis Protocol, And bringing it back to what I was just talking about before, do you think the models are value for money? As I said, I know a lot of people do complain about how expensive it is, and I have said on more than one occasion that it is expensive. I do also understand that it's a luxury hobby, though it's not a necessity. And this is the thing to remember, and it's the same with like Games Workshop, and it's not that I'm very pro Games Workshop or very anti Games Workshop, to be honest. I worked for them for a long time. I enjoyed working for them. I met some of the coolest people I've ever met in my life working for Games Workshop. Some of their pricing structure is brilliant. Some of it's garbage. Plastic models in general cost more to produce because you've got to make the mold and things like that, and it is expensive. If you're doing it for a unit of 20 clan rats, for instance, you will make that mold and then you will sell a lot of boxes of clan rats, or a lot of boxes of Reaver Space Marines, or a lot of boxes of Orc Boys. But if you are producing a character in plastic, you are only going to sell a certain number of those comparatively to what you would sell for a big plastic set. So they do tend to cost more. Marvel's going to be the same because, everybody is an individual character. I do not need 3 copies of this set, whereas I would go out now and I would buy quite happily, if I was building an army for them, 3 boxes of Cabalite Warriors for Dark Eldar, or whatever they're called these days, Poopies or whatever. So you do have to factor that into it. That being said, it is still expensive, and I understand why people, do have a problem with it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of it anyway, getting back to what I was actually saying. But yeah, guys, I do appreciate you sticking with me on this one. Hopefully these wisdom teeth will be through soon, and I can start doing videos with similar level of gusto that I usually do. I mean, it is anybody who's had wisdom teeth growing in will potentially know anyway that it's that kind of pain that hurts so much that you struggle to think at times, because it's in your mouth and it goes up to your ears. And yeah, I'm whinging anyway, so I'm gonna go, guys. But thank you so much for watching. As I said, hit the like, subscribe, and pray the dice gods hope they smile upon you. Be kind to one another and take care, guys. Bye now.